Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mentoring Club's virtual networking session as part of the LeadForwardSummit 2026. My name is Gbolahan Adebayo, you could call me GB, and I'll be your session moderator for this session. I am a mentor in the Mentoring Club. We are thrilled to have you join us for this exciting event dedicated to honoring leaders in motion and purpose. To begin, let me introduce the Mentoring Club. Our mission is to provide a mentoring community for aspiring and seasoned leaders. We connect individuals, share knowledge, and empower people in the workforce through meaningful mentorship and networking opportunities. We believe in fostering growth, collaboration, and a supportive community. In today's session, we've designed 2 breakout rooms, each focused on a specific networking topic. Career Catalyst, mapping your career journey and leadership liftoff. And Leadership Liftoff, building your leadership brand. We would have the main room as an open forum, what's on your mind type of discussions. Here's how it works. We encourage you to choose which topic resonates most with you. Join that breakout room and prepare to spend the next 30 minutes getting to know the people in the room and exchanging ideas with them about the topic. We believe that getting to know people and sharing your common interest in the topic to build meaningful connections takes time. However, if at any point you decide you would like to explore another room, you're welcome to do so. To make the most of this session, I encourage everyone to turn on their cameras and actively participate in discussions. Feel free to also share your LinkedIn profile in the chat. Introducing the breakout room facilitators. To facilitate the breakout rooms discussions, we have Olga, Ismagilova, Mo, Rubenzahl, and Liesel, Mendoza. Welcome and thank you for serving our community today. I would like to invite breakout rooms facilitators to give a 30-second introduction statement. Olga, you can go first.
My name is Olga. I'm the mentor of the Mentoring Club for the last 5 years, and also I'm finance professional and certified career counselor, helping people to navigate through careers and do the transitions, like solve the career crisis, and to get the job what they really want on their terms, to build sustainable careers.
Thank you very much, Olga. Mo, if you'd like.
I'm Mo Rubenzahl, and I'm a mentor with the Mentoring Club, and I've had 45 years in marketing and in business management as an executive here in Silicon Valley. My focus today is on developing your leadership brand, meaning using your values to discover and be able to articulate what your brand is in business, in your career, or at home and in your volunteer work, and then use that information to help guide you as an effective leader.
Thank you very much, Mo. Liesel, you can take it next.
Thank you, GB. And thank you, Olga and Mo, for joining us again at this conference. I am Liesel Mendoza. Hi, everyone. I am based in Silicon Valley, just like Mo, and I am the founder of the Mentoring Club. I am working on my ideal perfect work dedicated to connecting mentors and mentees around the world for leadership development. And we're celebrating our 10th year anniversary, so welcome to this conversation.
Would love to invite you to join the breakout room of your choice. If you'd rather not join the breakout room, you're welcome to stay here in the main room. Liesel and I will be here to chat, answer questions, and facilitate discussions with anyone who chooses to remain. We can have an open forum to discuss what's on your mind. So please feel free to join the breakout room of your choice. We currently have 2 breakout rooms open. The first being Career Catalyst, mapping out your career journey, and the second being Leadership Liftoff, building your leadership brand. You're welcome to join any breakout room of your choice.
You can also stay here in the main room. This is where we're going to cover any questions that's on your mind that you think we could help with. So again, the focus of the Mentoring Club is about leadership development, connecting mentors and mentees globally, and people in the workforce, whatever industry. So GB is one of our mentors who's based out of Nigeria. We have mentors and mentees in different industries, oil and gas, marketing, finance, manufacturing in Africa, as well as mentees. We have a mentee who's a farmer, and we have mentees who are professionals as well in that region. And of course, all over the world. So here in Silicon Valley, where we are based out of, we have people from tech, from finance, from marketing, in different areas as well. So we'd be happy to talk about whatever is on your mind regarding leadership or mentoring for this main room, if you'd like to stay here in the main room. Otherwise, Mo and Olga are in the breakout rooms to talk more about specific topics, career development, mapping your career journey. And then Mo is an expert brand marketer. So it's about branding, understanding who you are, being clear about your values, and being able to express that. That's the value that he will give you in that breakout room. So we still have a few minutes. Well, I guess I will ask you, Daria, and and GB, what's on your mind?
I was about to ask the same, Liesel, from you. What's on your mind? So it's
Oh,
very
I'm just excited about this
yeah.
second year of the conference, right? So I have another session coming up with Margot Murray. She has been my mentor for the mentoring club for the past 10 years. Not really actively. We were active in the first 2 years, but then afterwards, I would just go to her from time to time um, to ask her questions and to get validation of what I'm thinking what may be effective in the mentoring club. So I'm excited for that session, which is following this one. And then we have the crossing boundaries session also, where one of our mentees from Kenya are coming in to join us to tell his story, as well as two others. We have Olamide, who just signed in. He is also one of our volunteers, and with his mentor from the UK. And what's the other? Ava is the mentor from the UK with her mentee Dania, also in the UK. And that one is across generations, but it's the reverse. So Ava is learning from somebody who's younger than she is to be a board advisor. So it's a lot of exciting things going on. That's what's on my mind, and just being able to serve.
Yeah, that's incredible, Liesel. So what's on my mind is I'm very excited about today. So there are lots of very, very interesting topics that I am planning to join. Actually, I worked with Olga and Mo as well, and I wanted to go to both of the sessions, but then I decided to stay here. I'm sure tomorrow I'm going to join one of the networkings. So, yeah. So, how about you, GB?
What's on my mind? This is my first summit with the mentoring club, so it's been exciting to be a part, of things and to contribute immensely to this. I really love the idea of the summit itself, and I'm a huge fan of networking and creating a space where people can get to meet each other and learn and gain valuable insights, because I try as much as possible to do that in my personal space. Like you also mentioned, the topics are quite interesting. I think I also picked one or two sessions that I would like to, join in as well. And I think I'm also going to moderate for a key panel soon. So I'm really excited for that and looking forward to be a part of that. So all in all, I would say really happy to be a part of this amazing initiative, and also excited to gain as many things as I can and take that home with me virtually in this case.
Yes, and I was so excited when you joined us as a mentor, and you said you were doing data analytics Tableau, right? So and I said, oh, maybe you can help us with our next conference. So GB, Olga and Breen, GB is also doing that for this summit. We will analyze the data so that we can prepare better and improve whatever needs to be improved for 2027. And I'm also excited because some of the speakers who did not make it this year are saying, well, yeah, I'd be interested next year. So we'll see how it evolves throughout the year.
Gbolahan Adebayo. I go by GB because it's sometimes tricky for people to get the pronunciation of my name at the first attempt. So I just usually say GB works fine every time. I'm based out of Lagos, Nigeria, in West Africa. Yeah. And I currently work as a senior data analyst at an insurance firm. So back to what Liesel talked about, helping TMC to do some bit of analysis and dashboarding and making sense of the data. Outside of that, right here in Lagos, I run a local Tableau user group. It's like a small community of like-minded fellows to talk about analytics, Tableau, help beginners, try to create that thriving community of like-minded individuals, especially in the workforce that relates to data and analytics. And then outside of work, I love to watch soccer, as you call it in the US, but we'll call it football. Yeah, I think football has another meaning. Yeah. I'm a huge soccer fan. I support Manchester City. I love to go to the gym as many times as I can. Uh, yeah. And then what else? I love to spend time on Pinterest, love to discover playlists, listening to songs and new songs, and then watch movies, try to know what's happening in the movie world. But I do that by, going through the Oscar list every year and seeing the movies that are, nominated for several awards and trying to watch through and basically guess who the winner is going to be from my own opinion, and then at the end try to match it up, see if I'm a good critic or not. Yeah.
That's nice. So see, I didn't know those about you. So those are new to me too.
Yeah. How about you, Daya?
So yeah, that was really impressive. So I am trained. I mean, I worked for a long time as a product manager, product owner, business analyst, program manager, project manager in software industry in Silicon Valley in different companies, and then recently started to take another approach, and I started to focus on retail. So, and then interestingly today, by the way, Liesel, I was kind of reflecting on the conversation. I have started a conversation with Vishen, the Mind Valley founder, and he asked me a question, and I started to kind of think about it. What happens, with my career being in retail, and I found out that I have a side of me that I never knew, and that is to be, I call it, being an unbiased mirror to the customers who, come to purchase something. It's not about selling, it's about connecting and giving, the honest opinion about what they are looking for, and together work together to, to find something that the customer will be happy about. It happened to me many, many times that customer comes in frustrated for whatever, life is not always happy. But through the environment that I create and take time and talk and connect, I was able, to turn that person to a happy person. And of course, from the other perspective, the sales, goes. And I'm constantly within the first 10 top sales people in the retail that I'm working. These are things I never knew that these are, things every day I figure it out about myself. And I'm kind of, this time I'm allowing that to happen, and I'm not scared. Usually I get scared very fast. I love to, to stay in the path that is safe. But now I'm allowing to, expand without being in fear or scare about the future. And I'm very excited about that. And it just, it was my reflection in the morning because Vishen asked and I responded to him, and I'm really anxious to see what he says. So anyway, that's me. So, and new me. So,
We're
yeah.
always there's always a new me tomorrow or
Yeah, exactly.
another hour from now or something,
Exactly.
right?
Yes, yes,
Well,
yes.
congratulations. I'm happy that that is happening, for with the transition. Sometimes we really think of being in control of things, right? But then sometimes when you let go, that's when things flow and you discover a lot about yourself.
Exactly.
And just like what you're saying, yeah, that's you didn't know those things about you, so
Exactly.
it is very exciting times for you now
Yeah.
that you have that realization.
Yeah. And one thing I learned is that in every situation, you have two options. One is, to go the negative path. And believe me, you find all kind of negativity around the subject. But the second path is the path of positivity and seeing from different angle. And now I'm actively every day, just to put my positive kind of glasses and just go forward. And it works very well. Just, just to let you guys know.
So less stress, right? So just going from one thing to another.
Welcome back to our main stage. I hope we all enjoyed the breakout room experience. It's reflection time. So, as part of your reflections, let's do a poll. Please share which breakout rooms you joined and give us an idea of how many people you're going to follow up after with this session. I am going to open up a poll. So please, if you can see the poll, kindly share which breakout rooms you joined and also give us an idea of how many people you're going to follow up with after this session. Okay. So I'm just going to share. Drum rolls. Insightful feedback. Thank you very much. So this is the responses that we've gotten from the poll.
So it looks like at least a majority was able to establish a connection with at least one person in the room, like 80%. So that's really great, right? Yes, please carry on that opening introduction to a fruitful relationship.
Absolutely. Thank you, Liesel. Now I'd like to invite you to share your insights, key takeaways, or haha moments from the discussions. Feel free to raise your hand or share in the chat, and I'll call on to you to share your insights.
So to break the ice, how about we hear from Olga and Mo about your reflections in your breakout rooms?
What actually was interesting, like I have like few people joining the stats, and also like at the second half is also like a couple of people joined. I think we have like very good in terms of LinkedIn exchange, but not everyone published LinkedIn. So the most important that we covered what was actually taught, like 3 top mistakes of the career people like do. that we covered why the career strategy is needed and how to plan the navigation, right? So how to do the career planning and development, and also explored what types of career, and also explored like also financial evolution, like on each stage, why it's needed. And the one of the takeaways that people joined, like they shared that yes, upskilling is very important, and so also networking and personal brand. Upskilling is important, and every person can develop 2 free skills during the year, because for exploration and development of the skill is needed 2 to 6 months.
And we actually did some of the work. I asked Ranveer to cite what his values are and how they translate into his personal brand. And he did a really good job of calling out some values that gave us a chance to talk about how you use something as ambiguous and difficult to represent as trust and turn it into a personal brand. And this is the kind of work that we'll be doing at the session later today, where we use the branding techniques that are used in marketing, which Ranveer also had experience in, and translate those into your personal brand that helps you become an effective leader. So I thought it was a very good session, and we had a number of people all participating pretty heavily. We also got to know some people, so it's very cool. That was fun.
Yes. So Ranveer's name was mentioned. Do you have any reaction to that, Ranveer?
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Yeah, if I'm still awake, I'll definitely join. It's as I mentioned, I'm in Asia, so it's heading into the night now. But yes, I hope to join, and I'll definitely follow up with you to continue the conversation. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, wake up early. I think it'll be worth it. But then again, I would.
Well, so what are your reflections, Ranveer?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, as Mo said, it was a pretty interesting start to a conversation. He asked me to think about my values, in business and also in life as they overlap. I found that, some of the things that I do value as I was speaking, I was like, oh, some of these things come from, my context, my surroundings. Some of them come from experience. But the challenge that I was having, or that I am having, is trying to translate that, I guess, into an identity for one of the businesses that I run. So that's a challenge I'm looking to find clarity on, I guess. Yeah, I look forward to that.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else who would like to share your reflection? So in the main room, so while you're trying to ease up, in the main room, we had some people come in, and then we told them about those 2 breakout rooms, and we're glad that they joined. And then when we were left by ourselves, since GB and Daria are meeting each other for the first time, so we also had that introduction within the main room. And I found out, so GB is our mentor out of Nigeria, and I found out more about him because he shared a lot more personal things, like being a film critic in the future. All right, so that's very interesting. And it is in this kind of spaces that we really get to know each other more. And I see Alina raising her hand. Go ahead, Alina.
Oh, thank you. I'm really delighted to be in the session of Olga. And what I want to add is now the mixing of careers. I mean, when you incorporate and then you have a hybrid, and then you can go back again to corporate. And this movement, the important part in career is not to stand. I mean, every time you need to move. This was for me the biggest insight, and I confirmed it during the session. Thank you for organizers and Olga.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that reflection. That's also a reflection that we had with Daria in the main room. It's very, very, very related, right, Daria?
Yes, absolutely. And one thing I would like to share, Alina, is that, when we change, the speed and the direction, we have always two options. One is, to go the path of negativity, or one to go the path of the positivity. Negativity in terms of, oh, this is not what I want, or this is, not aligned with my education and all those things. And I found out that when I put my positivity glass, I can find in the areas that I think, oh, no, it's not at all aligned with me, I can find gems and I can learn from it. I can, kind of add it to my kind of skills and go forward. And that was something that I shared, and I see it every day in my life.
Thank you so much, everyone. Before we wrap up, if you haven't done so, please take a moment to share your LinkedIn profile in the chat. Follow us on LinkedIn because this will help us to stay connected and ensure you get timely updates from the Mentoring Club. We value your feedback. Kindly complete the session surveys to help us improve and continue delivering impactful events. As a thank you, you will receive 1 month of free Mentee subscription to the Mentoring Club for every session survey completed. Example, 6 completed surveys equals 6 months free. A discount code will be sent to you a few days after the event. You can use it for yourself or gift it. Plus, the first 10 respondents will receive exclusive giveaways, including the Mentoring Club t-shirts. You would absolutely want to have that. Luggage tags and caps. Shipping limitations may apply to Oceania, Africa, and Asia due to higher costs. Thank you for helping us make a difference. Loving today's session? Take the next step. Become a mentor or mentee. Scan the QR code to join the Mentoring Club and make a lasting impact. Ready to dive deeper into leadership developments? Join our premium workshops for in-depth multi-session learning experiences over the coming months. These sessions build on the Summit workshop insights and are designed to help you grow as a leader. Scan the QR code to learn more. When you sign up today, you get a 25% discount using the promo code LFS 2026-WKP. LFS 2026-WKP. Get the VIP pass for on-demand access to all event recordings after the summits. It's perfect for rewatching your favorite sessions or catching the ones you missed. We are offering the VIP pass for $13 for 13 sessions. To celebrate our 10th year anniversary with you, we're extending a 10% discount when you subscribe to the VIP pass today. Simply scan the QR code. Please join us for the next session, Beyond the Myth, Leaders in Motion on Purpose. In the free time, feel free to connect with fellow attendees, share your thoughts, and engage with one another in the chat. This is a fantastic opportunity to expand your network and exchange ideas with like-minded individuals from around the world. In just a moment, we will play a special video introduction about the Mentoring Club. This video will provide you with a deeper understanding of TMC's vision, mission, core values, and insight for our mentees, mentors, volunteers, donors, and supporters. I will remain here as your host, so if you have questions or need assistance, don't hesitate to reach out. Let's make the most of this time to connect and learn more about the amazing work TMC is doing.
I'm a leader and I make space for others to rise. For me, that means not always taking charge of everything, not always telling people what to do, but instead listening to people, understanding what motivates them, what they're interested in, and what drives them. Understanding what drives somebody is a great way to get the best out of them and let them try things for themselves, not constantly controlling and telling them what to do, but instead understanding what makes them tick. That could be, in my case, giving up some of the training elements that I love doing, but instead letting somebody else try it, letting somebody else take charge of the training. And to begin with, probably not being the best they can be, but that's where you come in. You coach them, you teach them, and you help them grow. That makes them better. They feel valued, and you feel that you've given something back. This is how I lead forward.
I am a leader, and I believe growth happens together. As a mentee at the Mentoring Club, I have learned that leadership isn't about position or titles. It is about showing up, learning, and growing alongside others. I have gained skills in fundraising, communication, and building genuine connections and support I received helped me continue my education during uncertain times. Real leadership starts with listening, empathy, and encouraging others to step forward. Today, I lead with purpose, collaboration, and shared growth. This is how I lead forward.
I am the leader, and people matter more than the metrics. My name is Olga Ismagilova. I am the mentor of the Mentoring Club already for 5 years, and I would like to tell one short story. 6 years ago, I was leading business transformation in Asia Pacific. The poll was delaying with certain requests. The metrics were not good, especially the people were laid off in the big countries. So I landed there just before these layoffs are happening. So I need to raise the morale, and I was building the cross-cultural links in order to establish the trust first. And when we establish the trust, it's actually metrics gradually, month by month, start improving. This is actually proves that people can drive, and is most important asset. And relationships are very, very fundamentally very important. So when people trust you, that everything is possible, any transformation is possible. This is how I lead forward.
I am a leader. I was born to a modest couple in the Philippines, the youngest of 4 girls. My mom was my greatest influence. I take after her with her kindness and creative problem-solving discipline. I have been in California for 22 years now. I joined an internet consulting company in Silicon Valley as business development manager in 2002, became chief operating officer and part owner after 8 years, then exited in 2020 to focus on the Mentoring Club, my give back passion project. The Mentoring Club connects working people to accomplished leaders for leadership development mentoring. With a growing community of hundreds of mentors, mentees, volunteers, donors, and partners globally, we are giving the gift of leaders to the world.
What is my vision for the Mentoring Club? When I started the Mentoring Club in 2016, I declared that our mission is to provide a mentoring community for young leaders. When we launched, not only young leaders signed up, mid-career people and advanced career people signed up. And so we evolved our mission to provide a mentoring community for aspiring and seasoned leaders, where seasoned leaders refer to both the mentors and the mentees. Today, anywhere in the world, we help working people find mentors who can guide them to develop the skills they need to achieve their career and life goals. We help mentees fulfill their goals through meaningful work that creates positive impact in the world. We believe that when we're doing meaningful work, that's when the leaders in us come out, because we care about the results. And when we care about the results, then that is how we can make a positive impact in the world. Ultimately, my vision is that as mentees become successful leaders, my dream is for them to become mentors to others. And that's how the cycle of giving back can continue, hopefully without end, hopefully even long after I'm gone.
When Liesel put that vision on the screen, it made it so easy for me, one, to take in, and two, to brag and share. This is what the Mentoring Club is about. Now, contrast that with, here's a one-page brochure. read it, and then share it. I'm not likely to do that, but just because Liesel made it easy for me to see a picture, the best part of the picture, I could see myself in that picture.
One of the ways we attract people into the mentoring club is to share our leadership core values. Our anchor values are trust, leadership, and community. Under trust, we believe that integrity, honesty, and commitment are what make us trustworthy as individuals and professionals. Under leadership, we believe that health, vision, and execution are all needed to be successful leaders. One without the others pretty much leads to nothing. We have to have all of them. And it is understandable that not all of us will be great at both visioning and execution. So if you're great at visioning, find somebody to help you execute. And if you're great at execution, find somebody whose vision you can support and help execute. That way, both of you can become successful leaders. And the last anchor value, community. Under community, we believe that humanity, contentment, family are the social grounding forces that make us feel fulfilled and happy. At the end of the day, even though we're successful as leaders, if we don't have anybody to share that success with, then it will be a lonely success. And so we encourage everybody to think about their values. And if those values align with ours, then this may be just the right community to be a part of. What are the proofs that the vision and the mission are being realized? Throughout this conference, I invite you to watch some of the testimonials that our mentors and mentees are sharing about their experiences within the community.
One thing's for sure, the relationship of a mentor and a mentee is a serious one. And it is not a spur of the moment thing. It is not something you just feel like doing on a Monday morning. And the commitment and the deliberate effort to work on that relationship is paramount. And you've got to give it enough time to work, because maybe when you first a couple of meetings, it take a while for the chemistry to work, but you can't just make a conclusion and say, no, it didn't work out, I'm going to call it quits now. Give it enough time to work through, but put your efforts in. But for the mentor, I think in particular, it's not like you've been engaged to do a one-session advice and then you can click off and then not worry about it until you meet again. Mentoring is about thinking about the other person when they're not there. You need to think about what is the next step. What are the next things that you could add value to their lives? Whether you have it or you don't have it, you can research it or you can talk to your friends about it. But in other words, you need to be thinking about that individual that you're trying to care for. Or this is what the relationship is. So if we have the attitude of reaching out to try and provide as much as we can in a loving way and a caring way, then I think the mentee will benefit either way, and you will benefit from the response that comes back.
I have some prepared again, my amazing, beautiful Google document, and I come with it to Josie with my goals, early goals and monthly goals. And Josie asked me, Anya, what's about your victories? I'm absolutely sure you have some victories today. Would you please mention something? And it was so super usual day, absolutely boring meetings on the job, not victories, not something to, I don't know, really important. And I was a little even speechless. I was not ready for this kind of discussion. Josie explained me a little that actually you have a lot of good work, you are nice, and you did something nice today, and it's okay to name it as victories, your small own victories every day.
So I was in this area with tons of opportunity and tons of really interesting projects that were being worked on, but breaking into high tech was difficult. I interviewed for a bunch of different jobs and just didn't seem to get there. So I was doing some networking and came across the mentoring club, and after talking to Liesel, joining was really a no-brainer. I was interested in project management, which a friend of mine had suggested based on my past experience that would be a good intro into tech. After looking at Hong's experience, he was a clear choice as a mentor. Through the process, I found Hong to be open, engaging, and most importantly, full of practical advice. Since I started working with Hong, I obtained an internship at a startup. 2 months later, was offered a full-time position. 6 months after that, was promoted to be manufacturing manager. And it's just been all go since then.
Hi, my name is Emily Hu, and I am a leader. Not because that's my title, but because people trust me with hard problems. I lead forward by doing the work first. I build, I test, I fail fast, and I tell the truth about what I learn, whether it's engineering, clinical operations, investing, or professional sports. I don't ask others to take risks that I haven't taken myself. I mentor by raising standards and supporting at the same time. I don't lower the bar to make things comfortable. I help people to build the skill, judgment, and confidence to clear it. I believe leadership is about leverage, not control. My job is to see patterns early, remove friction, and give people clarity so that they can move faster than they thought possible. I lead with accountability and I lead with experience. If something works, the team gets credit. If something fails, I own it and we fix it. And I lead by investing in people before they're obvious bets. The future isn't built by perfect resumes. It's built by capable people who are willing to learn, adapt, and act. That is how I lead. Forward with purpose and with others, not ahead of them.